love talking, baby. That's love talking.
These people were even born then.
Thank you. Thank you.
Anyway, to come to that. So why 60s yoga? Why Kundalini yoga 60s yoga? Well, when this kind of yoga first came to the States, technically it was really 1969, but really this yoga flourished in the 70s, but it was rooted in the 60s. Now, all of you are probably not really old enough to remember the 60s, but I was there and I remember a lot of it, more than most, to tell you the truth. You must have heard that expression, if you can remember the 60s, you probably weren't there, right?
Yeah.
Well, it was a little bit like that, but fortunately I've been blessed with a good memory. So, what happened was, in a nutshell, at the end of the 60s, a lot of us have been through the whole hippie thing, and we realized that, basically, life was a lie. The great American dream was a lie. We've been lied to right, left, and center. And we were looking for something different, but we also realized that drugs was not the way. Drugs was not the way. Our minds were opened up, but we really feel the harm that the drugs were doing to our bodies. So we wanted something different. And a teacher from India brought this kind of yoga to the United States. Now, I'm not discounting Great Britain, France, Australia, New Zealand, Canada, and a lot of other countries where there was an awakening too. But the United States was the epicenter. And this kind of yoga was taught to the hippies, and the hippies loved it. Well, I was one, and I loved it. And it got us off drugs. We didn't need drugs to be high, we just did this yoga. So we wanted to kind of go way back to those times, because over time the yoga, systems always acquire more trappings and more formalities and more this and more that, whatever else. We want to go back to the basics. We want to give you a class where you can breathe, do yoga, get high, and have fun.
and that's why I've got tie-dyes. That's why he's got a purple turban.
So that's what we're going to do. And do you want to say something?
Oh, I'm allowed to say something now. It's 11. That's what we were doing, That's what it was about. And after 40 years of teaching and doing this, we're back to recognizing that's what it's about. I mean, what's worth doing, saying, being, but love? Isn't that what it's all about? We know that, don't we? The physics is telling us. Everybody's telling us. So we're just really focusing on that energy. And you can do that. You can cultivate love. You can deliberately express love, acknowledge and express more, the better, right?
Yes,
We've been married 42 years. So he was my yoga teacher in London. But before that, I fell in love with my yoga teacher. And before that, wow. Well, he'd been a rock and roll star with Eric Burdon and the Animals and stuff, and he'd given it all up in order to become a yoga teacher. He just got inspired by Ram Dass and by Kundalini Yoga in Los Angeles, and all of a sudden he was in London. And I like to think that he arrived in London to find me. And I was being a movie star. I had arrived from New Zealand. I'm a New Zealander, originally from Denmark. I arrived in Mayfair, and all of a sudden in the middle of the road someone said, "You should be a movie star." And I said, "Okay." So I've got my book here that proves that I got all these crazy things happening to me, but the craziest was when I arrived in the yoga class, in Antion's yoga class, and started doing Kundalini yoga. And oh my God, I started having visions of India. I had orgasms in class.
That was very interesting. There's never, I tell you what, we've been married 42 years, right? I haven't always been happy, but I've never been bored.
But the most amazing thing of all that hooked me, that got me to really fall in love. I mean, I fell in love with this a lot of things, right?
Yes.
You know, he was sitting up there, you know, and do this, do that, and I'd never been ordered around before like that, and I kind of liked it. I'd never been to a yoga club. Hey, people didn't even know the word yoga in those days.
We have to do some yoga.
Oh, we do?
Yes.
Oh. Yeah, so anyway, I just, when was I just fell in love with him. And no, I've got to tell you this. It was because he ignored me.
She was so beautiful.
Week after week.
Knockout, drop dead, beautiful, gorgeous.
I would show up in little hot pants, mini skirts. That was what we wore then, you know. And he ignored me. And men didn't ignore me in those days. So I was pretty impressed by this.
Can we do some yoga now? Okay, so just one formality.